Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is long overdue. We've had a lot of life going on behind the scenes and I haven't had a chance to keep up with YouTube videos, but I'm back and I'm super excited to be filming another one today. We're going to be reviewing community submitted food pictures from our Discord server, and since we're so behind, we're starting with the first week of January of 2026. So let's dive in and see what you guys posted. If you want to be featured in one of these videos in the future, be sure to join our Discord server. I'll put the link in the description below. And while you're at it, if you're watching this video, make sure if you haven't already that you hit the like button and subscribe. We're working towards getting YouTube monetization and we're building ours every single day. We need your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Okay, so for our first pictures of the new year, we have from Noodle some spring cleaning. What a perfect vibe to kick off 2026. We have a whiteboard showing all the different things that are in the fridge and freezer. Super organized. Love that. Wish I could be this organized. That's just not who I am as a person. And then we have all the different fridge and freezer shelves with labels on them. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. GG's. Absolutely GG's. Next up, we have from eMoney Madness dumpling lasagna. This has been trending on TikTok, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it looks so good. Essentially, you take all the things that you would put in a dumpling or a pot sticker, but layer it like a lasagna. So it's a really nice fusion dish, and you make these little mini ones if you want to make individual portions. And I've seen it done as a skillet. I've seen it done as a whole casserole dish version. This one looks really good. I can see the chili oil on the top, which absolutely I am a fan of. Looks like a good portion size, and then you can see the layers in this photo. This is making me hungry. I don't know about you. Have you guys tried this? Let me know in the comments if you have or have not. I love it. Looks so good. We're going to give that a yum and a drool indeed. Next up from Burley Earl, who has a food blog, we have Salisbury steak with mushroom gravy. I remember eating Salisbury steak so much as a kid and it being so cozy, and like you make it homemade and it just elevates it. I know this is generally like a TV dinner kind of vibe, but if you make it homemade, it is next level. The mushroom gravy is going to really level that up. It looks like it's sitting on a bed of some really nice mashed potatoes, and we have a green veggie in the back, a super balanced plate. Absolutely delicious, and it looks like you can get this at don'tsweattherecipe.com. So shout out to Burley Earl's site. We're going to give that a I'll stuff my face with it for sure. All right, what do we have next? We have from Perkins Zone, a New Year's Day lunch. Looks like we got a little bit of a smorgasbord here. All right, I see something that looks like a brownie or cake. I like it. I like that there's chocolate chips, and I like that it's cut into triangles because it just feels fancy. You know what I mean? I see some mac and cheese that looks super creamy. I see some sort of what looks like a chicken wrap. I think I see lettuce and tomato in here and maybe some chicken tenders or grilled chicken. And of course, some fries on the side. It looks like the bag maybe? No. I'm trying to see if that maybe says Red Robin, but my brain is saying that maybe that's not the case. Love a good chicken wrap and some fries. Absolutely a fabulous spread to kick off the year. Looks like we're having a cozy chill day watching movies in the background. What a vibe. What a vibe. All right, next up from Lisa Mack, we have a smorgasbord of fried foods from New Year's Eve, battered mushrooms, dino nuggies, chicken, pork, jalapenos, pickles, spring rolls, cheese curds, and pot stickers. Okay, whoa. First of all, what a dream platter of appetizers. And second of all, dino nuggies are the best nuggies. You will not change my mind on that. They just taste better, okay? It's a psychological thing. It's a psychological thing. But this looks absolutely incredible. So we've got all different kinds of things here. We've got our jalapenos wrapped in bacon and cream cheese down in the corner. Oh my goodness. And really the next thing I need to know with this platter is what sauces would you dip it in? I'm thinking for this, I probably want some kind of honey mustard. I probably want some kind of ranch, maybe a buffalo ranch. What would you dip all these appetizers in? Let me know in the comments below. All right, Lisa, I love it. People in the server have already reacted with Dino Nuggies. I need this for sure. Next up, we have from Adam Willie some delicious chicken and potatoes. All right, so we got a little hash situation going on here. I like it. I see some nice browning on the potatoes. I see a mountain of cheese, which I'm a fan of. There is no wrong amount of cheese except for 0 cheese. Am I right? I'm right. I know I am. This looks fantastic. And I know this user in our server in particular is learning how to cook a bunch of different things and picked up our cookbook. So make sure if you're looking to learn to cook more in 2026 that you do the same. It's available, and I'll put the link for it in the description below so you can grab it from our publisher. Love it. This is a nice, simple dish. You could totally customize this with so many different things, adding in some veggies, adding it on top of, a bed of rice if you wanted some extra carbs. You could throw some bacon in there. I love it. I love it. All right, what do we have next? We have some burgers, and I spy Heinz ketchup, which is the only ketchup you should be buying. You will not change my mind on that. But Pittsburgh born and raised, so I can't help it. All right, so we got some burgers. I see some cheese, maybe some American is what it's looking like here. And looks like we have some fries. I appreciate so much that you kept the cream puff container to serve your fries in. And I like that there's a paper towel soaking up any extra grease from the fries. A vibe. Do you guys like cheese on your burgers? My other half does not. And I think that's kind of strange. It's only certain burgers. Like if it's like a mushroom Swiss and it's like designed to have cheese on it, he'll do it. But I like cheese on all different types of burgers. And this, of course, has to get our burger emote react because duh. Oh my God, more burgers coming up next from Sea Kitten. You guys are making me want a burger. I think that might have to be added to our menu this week. These look like a really nice brioche style bun. I don't see cheese on this one, so maybe that answers my question for this user. But these buns just look so fluffy. These patties are actually really nice and thick too. We've found ourselves lately doing smash burgers, so really thin patties, and I'm feeling like I need a thick, juicy burger sometime soon. If you can relate, let me know in the comments. All right, that looks fantastic. I love it. I want to know what was on the bun. If you're watching this video, Sea Kitten, tell me what was on the bun, if anything. Were your buns toasted? That's another important question. Looks like we have next another use of that ground beef that was used for the burgers another night, turned into tacos. Ooh, they got an Omaha steak box gift for Christmas from Auntie. Love that. What a generous gift. Food gifts like that, like Butcher Box and Omaha steak boxes and things like that. Totally almost said Butcher Box twice. Are a fantastic gift in my opinion because you get to treat yourself a little, but it lasts for longer than just one use, right? So it looks like we got some tacos in flour tortillas here. What I want to know from you guys, are you hard shell, soft shell, or combination when it comes to taco night? I tend to lean to soft shell tacos, but I don't hate a combo situation. We love a taco night. All right, next here we have from Lisa Mack, ham, scallop, potatoes, and corn. My mom used to make plates like this all the time when I was a kid. I remember the store brand, but they had Betty Crocker ones too that were the little scallop potato kit that come with the dried potatoes and everything. And then you add in, I guess, like butter and milk. I don't remember, but I know it came with almost all the components, and you would make it in like a casserole dish or in a saucepan. And I remember my mom making that all the time with ham steaks. We did that so often. I remember it being one of my favorite dinners as a kid. So this is totally a vibe for me. Ham looks fantastic. We got some nice cracked black pepper all over our scallop potatoes. Yes, I am a fan. Do you guys like scallop potatoes? I mean, if you ask my opinion, potatoes in any form, yes. Just yes. Doesn't matter what form. Yes. And corn, we got a nice veggie, so we have a nice balanced plate here. Good portion sizes of everything too. I like it. I'm a fan. We're going to give this a need. All right, next we have from Beast Mode. Okay, this user in our server does spicy food challenges, so buckle up. This says, Dangerberry Spice Company Blucifer Hot Sauce Review. Found it on their Etsy store when I was looking around on Etsy and bought it because it sounded really interesting. Very clean blueberry taste, followed by a splash of jalapenos and habaneros. There's a slight hint of Carolina Reapers. Those are spicy. I would say it actually goes great either as a dessert sauce or whatever sauce, as I found it that it went well with tuna, chicken, rice, amongst other things. I really appreciate that you tried it with multiple things for this review because that helps people who try different sorts of things and maybe can say, okay, well, I don't eat tuna or I don't eat chicken or whatever the case may be. Now we have some, multiple applications that we could try it with if we're purchasing this. Very well made hot sauce without any of the ingredients fighting each other. See, that's not easy to do. I appreciate that. A very high quality labeling. To me, this sauce is a low 2, close to a medium 2 on the heat scale. For somebody who isn't a League of Fire spicy food competitor, me. Somebody who's used to hot sauces, I would probably say a high 3 or a 4. If it has Carolina Reaper, it's probably like a 6 or 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. I do want to note that they have items listed in their store that are sweet and 3 of them as savory. If you're interested in getting their sauces, there's the Etsy link. Oh, perfect. So it has blueberries, sugar, jalapeno, apple cider vinegar, habanero, salt, liquid smoke, Carolina Reaper, lemon juice, black garlic. If you're not familiar with black garlic, it's fermented garlic. Mwah, chef's kiss. Cayenne powder, and water. I really appreciate the labeling here. This would totally sell me. Just the cute little blueberry character. I would totally buy that. 100% I would buy that. That seems spicy. That's going to get a hot sauce fire react is what we'll go with. All right, what do we have next? We have from Wolf Lady, buffalo spicy wings, 3 cheese jalapeno poppers, and mushrooms. All right, so we got a fried food night, a little smorgasbord. I like it. I've been noticing this lately in a lot of the Hot Ones videos and some other YouTube content that we've been watching. Do you bread your chicken wings? Typically at our house, we don't. We'll fry them and then we'll add some hot sauce afterwards, but we usually don't bread them. Should we be? Maybe we should be. I don't know. These buffalo wings look super crispy, well coated. I'm a fan. I mean, look how crispy that looks. You know that's going to have a crunch when you bite into it, and I'm a fan of that for sure. I wonder how spicy the buffalo was for these. We have a 3 cheese jalapeno popper. I can see the jalapenos poking through there. Some nice crispy breading. Yes. And then we have some mushrooms. I love fried mushrooms. Give me fried mushrooms and I don't even need a sauce. Just give me these and a little bit of salt and I am a fan. And I know not a lot of people like mushrooms. I actually didn't as a kid either. My sister's allergic, so we didn't get to eat them very often, but as an adult, I have found that I really like them, and this is going to get a drool react. I love it. All right, next we have from Bakery. We have a little skillet kind of bowl here. I took rice and teriyaki chicken meal kit. I added crunchy, fresh red bell pepper and carrot, some seasonings, a little more teriyaki sauce I had in the fridge, and mixed it together for dinner. Okay, I appreciate this so much. You want to know why? I think that it is an art form to take a pre-made ingredient or a meal kit or something like this and level it up. We do this all the time with things like frozen pizzas, salad kits, etc. Level them up with other things that you have to make them more nutritious. This probably just had teriyaki chicken and rice, and adding those veggies makes it so much more balanced, so much more colorful, getting a bunch of micronutrients in there, and you're going to have some nice crunch from the veggies, so you have some variation in texture. Absolutely big fan of that. Good job. Heck yes. This totally looks like something that I could eat for lunch or for dinner and feel like a healthy kind of full, and definitely would try. Okay, next we have from Burley Earl, a simple one-pot recipe, seared and slow braised, tasty. Apple cider braised pork shoulder. Oh my gosh, yum. If you guys are here on the YouTube channel, I have an apple cider slow cooker recipe on the channel in the shorts section that you should absolutely go and grab and try. And then you should probably make this because, I mean, come on, that looks really good. Beautiful rosemary in there. Yum. You know, this is going to have like a sweet and savory kind of combo. Looks like we got some nice browning on the pork shoulder before it was slow braised, which, oh, you know, that's going to be so good and so tender. Absolutely. And it even shows you where you can get the recipe if you want to try that yourself. All right, next up we have from Wolf Lady some Coconut Dream Cupcakes. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I've never heard of such a thing. Looks like we have coconut in the frosting. I wonder if there's coconut in the cupcake as well. And I wonder if so, if it is actually shredded coconut or maybe like a coconut extract or maybe some coconut milk. We have a good amount of frosting on each one. And I think that that's so important because the wrong amount of frosting can ruin a cupcake. And this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't like a ton of frosting. I don't like a ton of frosting. And my favorite way to eat them is to take the bottom of the cupcake off, put it on top. And if there's too much frosting, I'll take some of that off first and kind of make like a cupcake sandwich. Makes it way less messy. And then you get frosting in every bite. And just the texture works out better, in my opinion. Does anybody else do that? Let me know in the comments. I have grown to find that I like coconut sometimes. I'm really picky about the application of coconut. I prefer it more in desserts than I do in savory sort of things. So I think I would probably like these. All right, next we have up from House Cow, bacon and cheese egg bites. All right, so we got some New Year meal prep going on. I make these all the time for meal prep. They're super great because they'll last in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days. They'll last in the freezer for about 3 months, and they're really easy to reheat in the microwave, the oven, the air fryer, and they're super customizable. A really great way to get an on-the-go, high-protein breakfast or little snack. Looks like she made hers in muffin tins. I've done them in this or even done in like a casserole dish and cut them into smaller portions. These look fantastic. You got some nice browning on the top. No, it says, as I said, not pretty. I disagree. I think these have some really nice browning. You can see the cheese spilling over the edges. It's going to be super delicious when you try these. Really good with a little bit of salsa as well. Have you guys ever made egg bites before? I make them so many different ways. So there's a couple of shorts on the channel with recipes for that. All right, next we got from Adam Willie. First time making a lasagna. All right, I see you. See, lasagna is one of those things that is a lot of work to assemble. And it's not difficult, it's just tedious. But it ends up taking a fair amount of time to make each component and then assemble it together. But once you bite into it, it's well worth it. And the best part about lasagna is that it's better the next day. So it's like almost better to make it and let it sit in the fridge and serve it the next day, in my opinion. I want to know from you, Adam, if you're watching this video, did you use a ricotta or maybe a bechamel? Tell me the details about what's in this. Is there a meat? Is it veggie lasagna? Tell me all the things. Great cheese coverage on the top. Looks like we got some nice browning. This is probably an unpopular opinion, but I like the corners of lasagna that have those slightly browned edges. And I know not everybody does, so it works out because then I get everybody else's lasagna edges. And I'm a fan. Super great to serve with a salad or some nice fresh veggies like asparagus or green beans. Fantastic. Good job. I am a fan. All right, next up we got from Lovey's Food Truck. Okay, so this user I know owns their own food truck, and this looks like it was made in their home kitchen because the food truck is closed for winter. We have a wet burrito. This looks like this burrito is smothered in sauce and cheese, and we've got some rice and some tortilla chips on the plate. I need to know what's in this burrito, but I already know that I want it, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Great sauce and cheese coverage on the top here. You know that that burrito is stuffed thick because look how big it is on the plate compared to the chips and the rice. This looks so good. Give me a dollop of sour cream on top, and I am sold. I am sold. It almost gives like an enchilada vibe when you have the sauce and cheese on the top, in my opinion. Looks so good. So good. All right. And that brings us through an entire week of food picture photos from the Discord server from January 2026. If you didn't see yours featured this time, make sure you continue to post in the server, and we're going to be going through and catching up to real time March 2026. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button and tell me in the comments which food photo made you the most hungry. I'll see you guys next time.